Hello guys, Dale O'Shea here from the DasCoin community, and what I'm going to be covering today is a few frequently asked questions such as what are licenses, what are cycles, what are network upgrades, and what are frequency changes. Now, I know that they can sound quite complex and overwhelming, but they're actually quite straightforward. So what I'm going to do today is explain it in the quickest and simplest way possible, just to help everyone get a better understanding of how it all works. So DasCoin is launched into the public exchanges on the 27th of April 2018. Now, in order to participate before that and purchase DasCoin before the launch on the exchanges, the only way to do that is by becoming a customer and purchasing a NetLeaders license. Now, even after the public exchange, people will still be buying a NetLeaders license to get DasCoin because it'll be more beneficial. Just like if you're familiar with Bitcoin and mining, there's people that are still mining because it's more cost effective to mine a Bitcoin than it is to buy one on the exchange, and it'll work similar within the DasEcosystem as well. It's going to be more beneficial to purchase a license and mint your own DasCoin than it will be to buy on the public exchanges. Now, when you purchase a license, that is your entry point into the DasEcosystem, which gives you three things. The first one is authentication. Now, as part of our KYC process, your name and address are checked to confirm your identity, and that's with a photo ID and obviously a proof of address. Now, this is to ensure that we are fully compliant with all emerging regulations. I believe that we're the only cryptocurrency in the market that are actually doing this and ensuring this, and I believe that this is a major benefit to the ecosystem, and that's going to reap the rewards in the future, especially when the regulations do come in. Now, the second thing you're going to get is authorization. So you're going to receive a license certification, which will establish the keys to a web wallet that will provide you the access to the DasEcosystem. And the third thing you're going to receive is capacity. Now, this is called cycles, units of network capacity within the DasEcosystem. And the easiest way to think of cycles is as an internal currency. So cycles are a currency that can only be spent within the DasEcosystem. So you have the choice of 6 different licenses, and each has various levels of benefits. Now, as you can see, the licenses range from €100 all the way to €25,000, and you can obviously have multiples of. Now, this makes it possible for everybody to be able to get involved at some level. Now, like I said earlier, these licenses give you authentication, authorization, and your issuance of cycles. Now, in the future, individuals will be able to benefit from other services ranging from land registry to entertainment and everything in between. And companies, governments, and financial institutions will be able to use the DasEcosystem to power their businesses and services. So some of these services will include things like smart contracts, blockchain as a service. So they will actually be able to rent out blockchain space to other companies and governments, for example. And also they will offer data services. Now, currently, what everybody are actually doing with their licenses they are submitting their cycles to the minting queue to create DasCoin. Now, minting is just the process in which DasCoin are created. I'm going to keep it very simple. So, as some of you are aware, with Bitcoin, the way new Bitcoin are created is through a mining process. DasCoin use a minting process. So if we have a quick look at this table here, on the right hand side you can see the different licenses that you've got, starting from the top €100 license down to the President license 25k. And then to the left of that you can see the amount of DasCoin that you can receive from them licenses currently, with the current frequency, which is, as I'm making this video now, it's 15.6, which increases every 2 weeks. Now I'm going to explain what frequency is in a second, and to the left of that you can see the amount of upgrades. The top 3 licenses, 1 upgrade, then 2 upgrades, and then the President license is the only one with 3 upgrades. Now, what is an upgrade? So an upgrade is a powerful reward which basically allows you to benefit as the efficiency of the DAS ecosystem increases. So every 108 days, all cycles that haven't been submitted to the minting queue are doubled to reflect the growing power of the network. So in simple terms, by you not submitting your cycles to the minting queue straight away and waiting for your relevant upgrades depending on the license, they will reward you by doubling your cycles per upgrade. So the next thing I want to quickly cover is what is frequency. So as the network expands, the number of cycles it takes to mint one DasCoin increases too. Now this is called frequency. So the current frequency is 15.6, which means it takes 15.6 cycles to create one DasCoin. So what does this mean for you? Well, when you purchase a license, you lock in a frequency. So the sooner you purchase a license, the lower your frequency lock. And the lower your frequency lock, the more DasCoin you're going to get for that one particular license. So if you have a look on the illustration there on the right hand side, you can see this is for the €2,000 license from 16th of December up until the 1st of March. As you can see, the frequency has increased every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks the DasCoin that you get for the €2,000 license has decreased, and it will continue to decrease. So it's important to remember that. So the sooner you obviously get a license, the better it is going to be for yourself, the more DasCoin you're going to get for that one particular license. Now I've created this quick Excel spreadsheet just to break it down for you even further, just so you can get a better understanding of how it actually works. So on the left hand side you can see the different licenses, and then to the right of that you can see the initial cycles that you'll get for them particular licenses. And then to the right hand side of that you've got frequency. Like I said earlier, the current frequency lock is 15.6, which means it takes 15.6 cycles to create one DasCoin. So if you was to buy a €100 license today and you didn't wait for your upgrade, you just submitted your cycles straight away to the minting queue, you would get 78 DasCoin. So you divide 1,210 divided by 15.6 equals 78 DasCoin. Okay. Now with the €100 license, 500 and 2,000, you get one upgrade. So I would highly advise that you actually wait for that one upgrade to be completed. Then you can submit your cycles to the minting queue, because as you can see, that will double your cycles. So your 1,210 cycles will be doubled to 2,420 cycles, which doubles your DasCoin that you're getting. So you'll get 155 DasCoin, okay, instead of 78, which is a big difference. Now, where it gets interesting is the 5,000 license and above, because this is where you get 2 upgrades. So for the 5,000 and 12,500, you get 2 upgrades, which means your cycles are doubled again. So from 143,000 cycles, that is doubled again to 286,000 cycles. And the DasCoin you would get from that is 18,333 for the €5,000 license. Now imagine if you just submitted your cycle straight away when you bought your 5,000 license, you would only get 4,583 instead of 18,333. So like I said, I would highly advise that you do wait for your upgrades, depending on which license you've got. Wait until your upgrades have been completed. Now, the only license here that works differently is the 25,000 license. And with the 25,000 license, you don't have to wait for your upgrades to submit your cycles to the minting queue. So you could buy a €25,000 license today, and once all your account is set up, you will be able to submit your cycles to the minting queue straight away to create your DasCoin. And this is how that would look like. So your initial cycles that you've got is 357,500. You'll be able to submit them to the minting queue. Once that's finished, that process is done, you will receive 22,917 DasCoin into your web wallet. Then, after your first upgrade, you'll receive another 357,500 DasCoin, which is another 22,917 DasCoin. Okay. Then your second upgrade, you will receive double, so 715,000 cycles, which is 45,833 DasCoin. And then after the third upgrade, you'll receive 1,430,000 cycles, which will give you an additional 91,667 DasCoin. So in total, you'll receive 183,333 DasCoin in total over the course of the 3 different upgrades. Now, how long that will take depends totally on obviously when you purchase your license. The upgrades are every 108 days as noted. The last upgrade was 17th of March. The next one is 5th of June. So it doesn't even matter when you buy your license. You could buy your license on the 4th of June, and then on the 5th of June, that will be your one upgrade done. Okay. Now, if you work out the amount of coins you get for each license and you actually work out the price, as you can see on the right hand side, at the very top for the €100 license, it works out that you're paying around 64 euro cents for one DasCoin. Okay. And for the 25,000, because of the free upgrades, you're actually paying 14 euro cents, which is a massive difference. Bearing in mind that DasCoin are already trading at over 50 cents on the internal exchange, and that is before the launch onto the public exchanges. When it launches to the public exchanges on the 27th of April in London, then the market is going to dictate what the price of DasCoin is. And I believe when the public sees what DasCoin has to offer, and when they look at the team behind it, the technology that's in place and the technologies that's coming within a matter of months in terms of DasPay, and when DasPay hits the market, then we're going to be able to spend the DasCoin at 60 million merchants around the world globally. And we've connected and we've solved the merchant puzzle in which no other cryptocurrency has been able to do. When people actually start to realize this, then I believe that there's going to be a significant change to obviously the price of DasCoin. Now, I can't obviously predict what I believe the coin is going to be or the price is going to be. That would be purely just picking a number from thin air. But what I've done is I've done my due diligence, a lot of it. I've pretty much watched every video, read every article, done everything in terms of looking into this for the past few months in DasCoin. Now, if you study the people behind DasCoin, the caliber of people, their track record, their credibility and reputation, and how they're willingly, publicly putting their names on the line with DasCoin, and that is a major factor for me, and that was a decision why I chose to look at this. But if you compare apples with apples to other cryptocurrencies in the market, and you compare DasCoin's teams to theirs, you can compare DasCoin's technology to theirs, what DasCoin are actually bringing to the market, and the problems and the services that DasCoin are going to be solving and providing. And then you have a look at the other cryptocurrencies and how they've performed. As we all know, a lot of the cryptocurrencies out there in the market have performed very well, and people have made a lot of money through that. So I'm not going to make any predictions, but all I'm saying is do your due diligence, look into how other cryptocurrencies have performed in the market, and then compare their offerings to DasCoin's. And I believe that DasCoin team is second to none. The technology in place is second to none, and the vision long-term strategic vision is second to none. They're not just trying to throw a coin on the market, they are literally trying to change the world, and that's something that I'm proud to be a part of. It's not just about making money, which, yeah, it's great, and my goal is to obviously accumulate as many DasCoin as possible, because that's where I believe the value is, but it's also about having a higher purpose. There's lots of ways to make money out there. There's people throwing opportunities at you left, right and centre, but you need to ask yourself, what is the higher purpose of this opportunity, apart from the money, apart from the quick cash? And I'll tell you now, there's not many opportunities out there that are serving a higher purpose and impacting the world in a big way. And I believe that the vision that DasCoin has is so powerful, and that's something that I want to be a part of, and I'm excited for that. DasCoin could literally change the lives of not just millions, but tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions, even billions of people around the world. You've got over 2 billion people in the world that are unbanked, and the DasEcosystem could be there to serve them people, and I know that's a goal. So it's an exciting time. But yeah, guys, so there's some exciting dates coming up. We've got the launch of the public exchange on the 27th of April. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. I think the tickets are going to be released very soon, so we're going to be booking that. Looking forward to meeting all of you at the event in London. It's going to be such an important day in the DasCoin story, so I'm excited for that. And then we've got the launch of DasPay coming up, and some other exciting things that'll be launching this year, like smart contracts and the ICO platform. So there's a lot to look forward to. But guys, I'm going to finish it there. Hopefully I provided you value in this video, helped explain some of them questions that you've got in terms of how the licenses work and cycles, frequency and upgrades, etc. If you've got any further questions in regards to that, I highly advise that you go back to the person that's introduced you, and I'm sure they'll be able to answer your questions. If not, maybe they're new as well, then I'm sure they'll know somebody that does, or there'll be somebody in the team that can help you. And we've also got our DasCoin community Facebook group, which is called DasCoin Cryptocurrency Perfected. So if you're not in it already, get somebody to add you in it, or you can search it and find us. It'll ask you a couple of questions. That's just to keep track of who's in the group and make sure we're not getting just random people that are just looking to spam the group, because we want to keep the group nice and value based for people. So you'll find information in there in regards to DasCoin, the team, the technology, the vision for the company, and also information in there in terms of how to sign up, how to purchase a license, some other information like the Millionaire Asia magazine, etc. So yeah, like I said, if you're not part of the group already, speak to someone, get them to add you, or search for it and answer the questions that's asked in the group. I'm going to be bringing you a lot more of these types of videos. I'm going to be doing videos on news and updates in terms of DasCoin, videos on the team, the technology, and also videos like this on frequently asked questions, just to give you a better understanding of the DasEcosystem and how everything works and comes together. So if you want to be notified of any future videos that I do, then hit the subscribe button below, hit the notification bell, which will notify you of any new videos that I release. I'd appreciate if you can give me a thumbs up. I appreciate every one of you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope you got some value today.